Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are doing absolutely well. So guys, in this video I am going to discuss about the Ninja to Digital Upgrade exam, that is the Wings 1 Elevate Wings 1 exam. I have already created a video previously, so this is the video. If you will go to my channel, you will find the video here. This is TCS Wings 1 Ninja to Digital Upgrade. In this video I have discussed already about in complete detail what is this exam and how can you clear it, but still many associates have many doubts related to many things related to band is released recently, so if the band is C or lower, then whether they are eligible or not. And apart from this, there are many doubts and comments that I have got on that previous video. So you can see these all are the comments that I have got. So I have taken the most important comments from this video and I am going to answer this in this video. Apart from this, I am also going to once again explain the entire process, so just that if you have any doubts, it will be cleared out, and let me know if you still have more doubts. I will answer that in the comment section. So let's start. First of all, let's see the eligibility, who all are eligible in order to appear for TCS Elevate Wings 1. So the associates who are in grade C1 or below, now you can be grade Y, grade C1Y, or you can be grade C1, and apart from this, any other grade who is below C1 or C1 is eligible for it. Okay, so you must be a full-time TCS employee. You should not be under your resignation period or the notice period. You should be a full-time TCS employee. Moving on, so this is the main important thing that is helpful for you in order to understand the Elevate Wings 1 journey. This is the dashboard for Wings 1. You will find it once you will go to Know Me, and once you will go to iEvolve, you will find this dashboard. So I'll also show you. So if you will go to iEvolve and click on launch, you will once you click on this competency profile, if you click on update, you will find this dashboard. Okay, so let's discuss this. So there are basically two steps in this exam. In the first step you can attempt for either core programming track, core full stack track, and or core UE external certification track. Okay, now these are three different things in itself, because these are like three different topics that I will be explaining in a minute. Apart from that, you can attempt for these all exams or tracks in the step 2. Okay, so let's see one by one what does it mean by core programming track first. So core programming track, okay, let's see. So core programming track is basically consist of these all technologies, and this is an exam in which you will get around 15 MCQs on a particular technology or the language which you select, and apart from that there will be one coding question that will be asked to you in this. Okay, so suppose if you have selected your language as Python, you will get a coding question on Python, and apart from that you will get 15 MCQs based on Python. So this is the syllabus for this core programming tag. And now to appear for this core programming tag, you do not have to do any courses, anything in iEvolve. You do not have to declare any competencies in iEvolve. You just have to fill this in the survey that I am going to attempt for core programming track, and that's it. And just you have to select your language, and you just have to directly go and give this exam. You don't have to complete any certifications or courses or anything in iEvolve. You just have to appear for the exam, because while you are giving this exam, it means that you already have the knowledge about this particular technology or language, and you are just giving it and acquiring the clearing this step. Okay, so core programming track must be cleared till now. Okay, so core programming tag is cleared. Now there is a restriction. So suppose in if step 1 you have given core programming tag, then in step 2 you cannot given core programming tag again. Okay, because they have clearly mentioned both step 1 and step 2 can't have core programming tag to achieve digital. So suppose if you have selected for core programming tag in step 1, you have to select anything else apart from core programming tag. Now let's look about what is core full stack track. Okay, so core full stack tag is also important, and even like this is for digital ones. When you will be giving the exam for innovator profile, it is mandatory that you should complete this full stack tracks. But right now we are talking about Wings 1 only, that is for the candidates who are in Ninja or grade below C1 to appear for digital profile. So this is core full stack tag. Now in core full stack there are different tracks from T1 to T9, basically T1, T2, T3, T4, T5 and so on, and till T7 and T9 are also there, I guess. So what is this in this tracks? So what you have to do is you have to select any one track of your choice, and you have to complete this entire course. There is a long huge course based on every track, You will even get the course IDs. Once you will go to that course, you have to complete all the like lectures or videos on it, and you also have to give the assessments and all of these things. And once you are done, then you can attempt for core full stack tracks. Now the main thing is, what if you don't want to like do the courses for this all these tracks? What if you directly want to appear for it? So there is an option of self declaring the competencies for this. So if you are not aware about how to self declare the competencies, I would suggest that please make sure to check this video, that is the registration video of Elevate Wings 1. In this I have explained like from where you will get the course IDs to self declare it, and I have also explained like how to self declare the competencies. Self declare, like how to declare the self declared competency, I am also going to explain in this video itself. So what you need to do is, you need to first of all go to iEvolve. You need to click on launch. Once you will redirect it to the iEvolve page, then you have to select for the competencies from here. Once you click on this, you will see the competencies. Now you have to click on self declare competencies. Once you click on self declare competencies, you can mention the course ID and you can click on search, and then you can select your competency like E1, E2 and so on. So just in case if you do not aware about how to do this, just make sure to check this video, and I'm very sure you will have no doubts after that. So with this, like you have to select any 2 tracks. So suppose if you have to appear for core full stack track in the first one, so you can select any 1 track out of them, and in step 2 again if you have to select, then you can choose core full stack track. Okay, so because core full stack track is allowed in both the steps. Now there is one catch in this: if you select T7 track in the first one, then you cannot select the next one, which is I guess T9. So make sure that you only select anything from T1 to T7, and apart from that, this again that the T7 and T9 should not be selected simultaneously in both the steps. Now the next thing is UE external certification. So these 2 are there. You might have got the understanding of these 2, like core programming track and core full stack track. Apart from this, you have something called as UE external certification. In this there are some certifications. So these are the certifications that are like approved by the TD teams. Now these are all the course IDs that you can do. These are like some of the paid certifications, out of which the Azure certification, if you are going to attempt for it, the 50% of the amount will be given by the company and 50% has to be paid by you. If you do GCP or Google ACE certification from Google, then it is like you will get the voucher from the company. So it is up to you which certification you want to do. Just make sure that you connect with your unit TD before giving this exam or before giving the certification or before attempting for certification, because it might happen that you would have done Azure administrator certification, for example, and it might not be eligible in your unit. Okay, so what you need to do is you need to like mail to your unit TD before, like whether I am going to attempt for this certification, whether is it eligible for our unit or not. So how can you connect with unit TDs? So what you need to do is you need to go to this Ultimatics page. You have to search for Nomex. Okay, so once you search for Nomex, you will be redirected to this page, and then what you need to do is you need to go to corporate functions and initiatives. Once you reach here, you will see a option as talent development. Once you will click on this, you will come to this page. Here you will find the link for unit TD unit talent development. Once you will click on this, you will be redirected to this page, and you will find many like units over here. You have to select your unit and search, look for the name of the person, and you have to mail that person. Okay, so this is the process to find unit TD. So let's move ahead. And now, so you have to select any one out of these 3 in the first step. So either you have to clear your external certification. If that is done, you have to get it approved by the CVO, and once it is approved, it will be automatically marked as star, like distinction achieved. So this step will be completed. If you are not going via this way, that is the UE external certification, you have to attempt for either any one of them. Okay, now this is clear. Now one of the doubt you might have is, I am unallocated and I am currently in others one parent unit. So am I eligible for the unit external certification? So no, you are not eligible for unit external certification. If you are from others one parent unit, you just have to give any one of these 2, like core programming track or core full stack. So now let's come to step number 2, and let's see what all are the tracks that we have here. So there are different non-tech tracks called as articulation, business and process. and apart from that we also have the similar 3, that is core full stack, core programming tech, and UE unit elective. So we have already discussed these 3. Now let's discuss these 3, that is the non-tech track: articulation, business, and process. Now these are again non-tech tracks which you need to complete the courses on iEvolve. If you cannot do the courses, you can even self-declare it in the iEvolve, as I have shown you how to self-declare the competencies. Once that is done, you have to appear for the exam. Now one catch over here is, if you are going to attempt for business skill, then you can only attempt for any one track out of 2. So business skill have 2 tracks, track 1 and track 2, so you can only attempt for 1 track out of 2, and along with it you can even appear for articulation and process. So articulation and process and business, you can all appear in the same cycle, for all 3. Okay, so with this we have discussed all these things. Now let's see the key points that are mentioned here. Past status considered only for core full stack at step 2. Both step 1, so suppose if you have taken core full stack in step 1 and core full stack in step 2, then in first one you have to get a distinction. So if you have already got the distinction in first one, then in second one you will only be needed to get a pass. So what is distinction and what is pass, I am going to explain you in a minute. So both step 1 and step 2 can't have unit electives to achieve digital. So you cannot select for unit external certification in both the steps. Let's move ahead and see the digital milestone. So this is the digital milestone track that you can appear for, like which all tracks you can appear for along with it. So I would say I'm not going to explain this like in detail, because I have already done the same thing that I have explained just now. Just in case if you want to have a like deeper understanding of this chart, what you can do is you can check this video on my channel. I have explained in detail like which all certifications and which all courses or tracks you can take up and what does this mean, all these things. Now already shown you this Wings 1 certification IDs, so you can select as per your like feasibility. Next is what is meant by pass and distinction. So pass is if you get greater than 55%, then it is called as pass. If you get greater than 70% or equals to 70%, then it is called as distinction. Now there are different ways to complete the tracks already mentioned. Complete the course and exit assessments, then give the exit assessments directly, and third one is directly declare the competencies if you don't have much time. Okay, so these are the core full stack tracks that you can appear for. Next is these are all the languages or technologies in which comes under core programming tracks, so you can select any one of your choice. Next is business skill tracks. So business skills, as I already mentioned, there are only 2 tracks in business skills and you can appear for any one of them. Moving on, articulation tracks. So for articulation there are different tracks which you can appear for. Next is for process. So for process there are 2 tracks, so you can appear for them. Next is the exam cycle. So there are different cycles, that is the first of all the exams will happen in May, then in August, and then in November. Now let's take up some of the common doubts that we had on our previous video, that is this video. I have already shown these all are the comments. I have replied to many of the comments, but still there are some comments which are regularly I am getting for the same doubts, so I thought of to take up those comments in this video and to explain that. So for core full stack, are coding questions asked or are there only MCQs? So in most of the cases there are only MCQs that you will be getting, MCQs along with MSQs, right? So multiple choice questions, and you might will get multiple select questions also. Next is, hi, I got anniversary rating 4 but I got band C, am I eligible for the exam and reward? So if you have got band C, then you are not eligible for the exam, because they have clearly mentioned if you have got band A or band B, then only you are eligible for it. Okay, so the first criteria is band only. So if you have already got the band, then it doesn't matter what rating you get. So if your band is C, you are not eligible for it. This is very common doubt that most of the associates are getting these days, because the bands are released recently. So make sure that you check your band and then only appear for it, because even if you appear for it, once you clear the exam, then you might not get the incentives. That is very clear. So there is no profit of giving the exam only, right? Next is part 2, check who's our unit TD. So I have already shown you in the video. Also there is this path that I have mentioned in the comments itself. So just in case if you are having doubt, you can check this path. Next is, what if someone clears Wings 1 and then gets C band later? So this is already happening with many candidates, that they have already cleared the Wings 1 in the previous cycles, but they have got band C now. So what will happen is, their incentives will be stopped, and they will only get the previous salary that they used to get of the ninja candidate. Next is doing one external certification and biz skill 2 is enough for digital, right? So yes, if you have already cleared first step by doing the external certification, then in the second step, even if you appear for any non-tech track like biz skill 2, it is sufficient for you. Next is, while self-declaring the biz skill, there are 3 course IDs. Do I need to self-declare all 3 or any one course is enough? So you need to declare all the 3, because whatever they have mentioned in front of the course, you have to declare all of them in the self-declares competencies. Okay, should we complete all these courses based articulation and process, or any one is sufficient? So it is totally up to you. You can appear for any one of them, or if you have to be on the safer side, you can appear for all of them, just in case if you want to increase the possibility of you getting selected, then you can even select all 3 all of these. So with this, we have come to an end of today's discussion. So if you have any doubts, let me know in the comment section. Just make sure to join us on different social media platforms like Telegram and Instagram. So this is my Instagram page, just in case if you do not know. So if you have any specific doubt, let me know in the DM section of the Instagram, and I will answer all your queries. Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel if you are new to the channel, to receive all these kinds of latest regular updates from my channel. Thanks for watching the video, and all the best for your upcoming exam.